Are there scams on the internet targeting those who are online seeking business opportunities, money-making opportunities? Well, I've spent the last 6 months virtually full-time researching that very thing, how to make money online. In this video, I'm going to share with you my findings and how you can avoid becoming a prey to the many scams that are out there. So, whatever you do, stay tuned. Hello and welcome to my channel, which is known as the Grey Owl Mindset Mentor. It's a channel devoted entirely to entrepreneurs of all ages. My name is Ian Michael Pankhurst and I am your host for this evening. So let's get straight into it. Let's get on to the question, are there scams on the internet? The short answer is a resounding yes. Now, what are they and how they could affect you will be covered in this video. Let me first of all establish a few facts and the explanations of how I've arrived at the conclusions I've arrived at. And what we need to do first of all is to establish why you are searching the web in the first place. Whilst this may seem very obvious at first glance, well, it's obviously to find a way to make money, isn't it? But, however, this can cover many aspects, and there are, as you obviously know, many different ways to making money online. The types of scams you need to be aware of will depend to a very large degree on the reasons you want to make money online. Whilst we need to establish the type of scams that are on the net, we need to ask ourselves, why are we target for scams? I don't believe for a minute it's because we're gullible or stupid. I put it down very simply to perception. We have been deluded via the internet, via YouTube. We've been deluded in believing that making money online is easy. Anyone can do it. In other words, we are unknowingly being scammed by articles promoting businesses online, which in turn makes us more vulnerable to fall prey to scammers, if that makes sense to you. At this point, let me make a general assumptive statement. I believe that most of the people searching the web are not looking to make millions and billions and trillions. They're not looking to be multi-millionaires and have Lamborghinis. They simply want to make a few extra dollars every week, every month to make life a little easier for themselves and to afford the odd luxury. However, it is understandable if an opportunity appears to enable one to make a fortune without very much effort. This is how scams come into play. They are targeting our greed, they are targeting our need. And that's why earlier I went through the reasons that you're looking online to make money. Research has shown that the more needy, the more urgent your need becomes, the more vulnerable you are to fall for scams. You fall into not exactly a trap, but you fall into the category of desperation. Now, let's just look at one example. This example will be applicable to those people who want a job online, be it part-time or full-time. And this ad is going to actually seem the answer to their prayers. And I'm now going to put up on the screen a copy exactly as it was on the net. Now, I put it to you, my friends, who wouldn't be tempted by this offer? And I've got to be honest with you, in my early research, going back a few months now, I was almost tempted myself, and that says something, because I am pretty cynical at the best of times. So you may say, well, is that a scam? Let me tell you that it is a scam, and why I call it a scam. First and foremost, the amount quoted that you can earn is totally and utterly impossible to earn. I've researched this particular subject very thoroughly. I know the rates that they charge, I know how long it takes to conduct a survey, and believe you me, there aren't enough hours in the day, enough days in the week to earn anything like that amount of money. Now, that's not to say you can't earn money, because you can, and that's not to say that all online surveys are a scam. I would, however, go as far as to say that a good 80%, maybe higher, let's be conservative, 80% are going to be some form of scam. The second feature of this particular ad, this particular scam, they're charging you a fee for the information of how you find these sites so that you can earn this fantastic amount of money. They're going to charge you money. Now, where this information is available to anyone who spends 3 or 4 minutes at the most on Google. And this, unfortunately, this applies to 99% of all types of information that is offered for sale. I'm sure you've all seen it all. Do you want to make money overnight? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do this? Always with that big carrot of easy, fast money. And they say, click below for more information. And what are you confronted with? A little round thing there which says, please put in your email address. Yeah? They're not giving you anything. What they're doing is they're taking away your privacy, your privacy. They're taking away your email address, and you take it from me, if you haven't already experienced it, and I'm sure a lot of you out there have, your inbox for your email will be absolutely to breaking point full of spam mail. Well, I call it spam, offering you everything under the sun, not necessarily related to the first thing you inquired about. So that, to me, is a problem, and I do have a major beef about the vast majority of offers that promises to make you money, but in reality what they're doing is phishing for your email address and then bombarding you with even more ludicrous offers which will not in any way, shape or form put you in a situation to make money. Here's an interesting question I would like answered, if anybody out there could. Let's go back over some of the gurus and people that I've witnessed and listened to online. They claim, quite openly and blatantly, that they are making hundreds and thousands of dollars a week, a month, a year online. And what they want to do is to share it with me. Now, I can't help asking why, if somebody is making all that money, and it is a lot of money, you know, they don't hang about on some of their claims, why would they want to share it with me? One explanation offered by a few of these people is, and it's really laughable in a way, they say things like, yes, I decided I was very broke, but I decided that when I make lots of money, I'm going to share my good fortunes with everybody. Yeah? I don't know. If that is the case, my question to them would then be, well then, why are you charging me for this information if you're feeling that generous and you want to give it to me? Many of the online scams rely on the art of deception, showing me and you page after page of proof and I use that in inverted commas, proof of earnings. It's phony. It's phony. I mean, it's so easy anyway, isn't it, to just photocopy or do whatever you can to photograph those fictitious things. The other question which intrigues me, and I would like to ask these people, I'd like to ask you to think about this. Why would anybody actively invite people to compete with them, which is what they're doing, running their extremely successful business? Why are they offering this opportunity to hundreds and thousands of people, which ultimately means they're going to be taking a percentage of that particular market share? It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know if it makes sense to you. Anyway, my folks, let me just sort of, I mustn't get too emotional about this because I do get upset about it. At the end of the day, avoiding scams comes down to plain common sense, and there is one golden rule which I would ask you always to follow, and it goes as follows. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably most certainly is. Now, I hope this video has been informative to you. I'm sure most of you at some time, depending on where you are in your search, have been tempted into these scams. Some of you may even have fallen for them. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to ask you, I'm going to appeal to you, I'm going to ask you to help me in my quest to make it more difficult for these scams to become more widespread. I want you, if you have been scammed, or if you feel you've been misled, or if you feel that you've been shortchanged, if you feel that you've been in any way, shape or form not received what you would like to receive, I would honestly love you to put it in the comments below. I'm hoping over the next few weeks and months to be exposing the many scams that are out there, and it would help me if you subscribed. Just before I do close, and I'm going to close in a second, I want to come to something that I read actually only this afternoon as I was just going on YouTube. That's why I haven't actually got it in my pre-prepared little chat to you. And this is, to me, the mother and father, the absolute ultimate of all scams. I'm going to read you exactly what the ad says. Make money online. No scams, no surveys. I thought, wow, no scams and no surveys. What is this about? And then it came to the punchline. Listen to this, make $9,718 per day. Can you believe that it is humanly possible for any individual to earn that sort of money? Can you believe anybody would be stupid enough to put it up there? But more importantly, would anybody be stupid enough to buy it? I hope not, but that just goes to show. So anyway, listen, thanks very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thank you. Goodbye from the Grey Owl.